Face masks are everywhere and everyone has one with them all the time. So let's find out what you can do with those on the drum kit. Hey, it's Andy here with ArtOfDrumming, and this is my first video for the new year 2022. Still, those face masks are everywhere and you have them with you all the time. So we were asking ourselves, what can we use those for on the drum kit? And here are 5 simple tricks that you need nothing else for, but only one of those face masks. The first one is maybe the most obvious, and it simply involves muffling your snare drum. So if you have a pretty open snare drum tone and you want it to be shorter and a little more precise, muffling will help a lot. And if you don't have anything else with you, just placing a face mask on top of your better head will do the trick. Now we have one of those thinner masks and one of those N95, FFP2, KN95, whatever you might call it. Those are thicker, a little heavier, and they will have a little more dampening effect. So let's check out first without any muffling, then with the thinner mask, and then the thicker one. Of course, you can use the same principle not only on the snare drum, but also on the toms. The next one uses the same method, but might not be that obvious. Trick number 2 is using face masks to muffle your cymbals. And it's just as easy as that. You can use the straps to just place the masks on top of your cymbals. And the size of the masks will help to deaden the sound of all your cymbals. And now, with the face masks installed, you have 2 sound options. The first is you play just a regular stick on the surface of the cymbal next to the mask. Or if you want a really soft and very muffled sound, you can also play directly on the mask. This effect gets even clearer with the other masks that are a lot thicker. And you get an even more muffled sound. Let's check out this trick with a direct comparison of the cymbal without any muffling and our face mask muffling. This not only works well on the ride and the crash cymbal, but also on the hi-hat. Especially with the thinner masks with the larger surface, this works very well because they reach above the edge of the hi-hat. And now when you're playing on the mask will take away the sharp attack of the wood hitting the metal, and you will end up with a very soft and very warm, vintagey-like hi-hat sound. Let's check this out. Now, since face masks work very well to muffle your snare, your toms, and also your cymbals, we were curious what we can do with the bass drum. And the little trick we came up with is just take your mask. The thicker ones work better for this. Take 2 strips of tape. And now, if you simply place the mask right where your beater hits the bass drum, you can eliminate the attack of the beater almost completely. So you will get a very soft bass drum sound. And for recording purposes, or if you simply think your bass drum is too clicky, this is a great trick. Now for the next one, we want to place some stuff on our snare drum, for example, some small bells or those wooden nuts. And to keep them in place, we can simply use one of those regular masks. Just take them and place them on one of the tension rods on the bottom head. This is a 14x5 snare, so a pretty standard size, and this works great. And this way, under the mask you have this little pocket where you can simply slide in whatever you want to use to manipulate your snare sound, for example those little bells. And this is what it sounds like. So this basically works with whatever you want to place on your snare drum. For example, those little bells you just heard right now, or also if you want to place a splash cymbal on top of your snare drum, but the splash cymbal might move otherwise and hinder your playing. This is a great solution for that. Now, let's quickly listen to this nut shaker in place on your snare, and then we will continue with the 5th trick. Now for the last one we need some of those thicker masks. And the thicker, softer material works great if you want to improvise a mallet. So if you want to play cymbal swells, for example, but you forgot to bring mallets, you can create one with a regular drumstick and one of those masks. Simply place the stick inside the mask and then use the straps to tighten the mask to the end of the drumstick. Now, with a simple knot in the end. Doesn't look good, but it works. Here is what it sounds like. Now those are 5 simple hacks that we came up with using face masks. Do you have your own? Did you come up with other ideas? Let us know in the comments and let us know which of those hacks you like the most. And also make sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one in the future.